Hey, how's it going? It's Joe. It's Sunday afternoon, about 4:30, and I'm going to go down. I'm up on the 47th floor of my building here in Nut. Down where the Lotus is Sukhumvit Soi 50. So I'm going to go check out that popular street in this area of Nut. This is Nut. Then the next station is Punawiti or Bangkok? I forget. It's either Punawiti, Bangkok, and then Udom Suk, which would be Sukhumvit 101. Now that's more affordable down there. There's just not a whole lot going on. There's not a whole lot going on here in Nut. There's a small little beer complex, but most of this place is going to shut down at 11 p.m., if not earlier. The stores, 10 p.m. If you're more a night owl, you need to pay a little extra money and live up in the Prompong, Asok, Nana area. All those stores, including the supermarkets, stay open 24 hours. Not so much here in Nut or going further towards Udom Suk. So sure, you're going to save, well, I pay a little less than $500 a month here. And Udom Suk, maybe you can get a place for $375. Again, these are just all estimates. You can pay anything you want. I'm sure you can pay $1,000 a month down in Udom Suk, but a reasonable small place, it's going to be under $400 a month. You'll just have to decide how often you're going to go. From Udom Suk to Asok and Nana, it's 9 train stops, and the train stops running at midnight. But this Nut area, it's a pretty good compromise. Prices have gone up since I've been watching it in the last 5 years. It used to be, oh, you're going way out to Nut, you know, that's a long ways out. Now, my train stop, half the train exits at Nut, and the people that are trying to save more money, they go 5, 6, 10 more train stops up the line to get a bit of a deal, because Nut's going up in price. But Nut's a good compromise to save a little money, yet be 6 train stops from the center of all the action in Bangkok. So this is Sukhumvit Soi 50. On the other side is Soi 79. In the background is my building, Knightsbridge. And this is the Nut BTS. And right here is the Lotus Shopping Center. You'll find everything in there. And a grocery store. And across the way is, I think, a Via Market and a movie theater. So this Nut area is very convenient and a popular spot with expats and Thais. This is a brand new building, right on the, or newer, the inside. And then I think that's the Sukhumvit Plus. I'm not sure. We'll walk up to the next building. Nope, I had it wrong. It's the Rhythm on Sukhumvit. It's a real popular building. You'll see it in Property Scout, Facebook. You used to be able to get $350 small condos in there. Now everything's pushing $600, maybe in the 5s. The only problem, and these are nitpicky problems, is if you live on that side, let's say you live in the Rhythm, you have to cross this busy street, and there's no crosswalks or anything. So what you have here is a guy with a flag attempting to jump in front of traffic and stop it, and that'll work 99% of the time. The other time, motorbikes, they'll just keep zipping through. And the Rhythm is just a parking lot from the Lotus and the food court, and there's KFC, Pizza Hut, everything's in there. But most importantly, you have the Nut train just feet from your condo. And don't get me wrong about Udom Suk and all those areas. They have shopping malls and everything you need, grocery stores. It's just, if you're moving to Bangkok to have that big city experience, kind of like living in New York City and whatnot, that's a lot quieter over there. That's a quiet part of Jersey, going down to Udom Suk, compared to living in Asok or Prompong, being the heart of Manhattan. And I also did a video, I'm not sure if it came out yet, but it will, on the smaller buildings like this Cocktail. Right, if this is 50, that'd be like Soi 52, 54. There's some hidden gems back there. Again, very close to the BTS and shopping. You don't have to go with one of these larger high-rises, especially the higher floors. They're gonna cost $100 more compared to the 7th floor. And if the owner is asking the same price as the 27th floor, don't be afraid to offer less. They might accept the offer. And here's the complex next to the Rhythm. You have 5 or 6 beer bars, including Cheap Charlie's, the Black Cat. There's a couple of Thai restaurants and Rolling Stone Pizza. I'm not saying you need to come over here and drink every day in Bangkok, but This place, like Cheap Charlie's, people will roll up there and just have a tonic water, just hang out. It's kind of a community get-together spot, if that makes sense. Oh, you can have some beers there, no doubt, but you don't have to do that every night. But it's kind of still nice to come down, hang out, and you know, just talk with the locals. And right across from the Rhythm is the Mona Clinic. It looks like Botox and some kind of beauty clinic, and then some more businesses. Now right here where you see everybody turning, that is the exit for the expressway. Now as you're heading up Soi 50 before you get to the that freeway or toll road, there's a string of these 6 or 8 story buildings. Nice buildings. Sometimes these cleaner, older buildings, you'll get more value for your money. So we'll walk down the side Soi, take a look. So this is Soi 50, and I believe this complex is called The Link. Again, older style buildings, look smaller, but you might get a heck of a savings. You can find a lot of these deals on Facebook Marketplace. You can check out Property Scout or Hip Flat. They'll give you an idea of what the rents are going for a studio, 1 bedroom, 1 plus a den, that kind of thing. And that Link in this little alley, it's attached to Cheap Charlie's, really. This little parking lot is, for whatever reason, there's all sushi restaurants. There's like 4 of them, and there's a good burger place around the corner. And then straight ahead is 4 or 5 little open beer bars, just relaxed little places, people hang out. This isn't open yet. It's only like 4:30, but little sushi places. And here's Cheap Charlie's. Again, it's 4:30. At 7 o'clock tonight, or even 6 o'clock, once things cool down, this will just all be packed with people hanging out, relaxing, a little cooler evening. And this is the Easy Burger. Pretty decent burger in the en-route area. And across the way from the Link and attached in the Cheap Charlie's complex is the Om Ganesh Indian restaurant. Since 1997, they must be doing something right. I think they're going to build another building here. There's a sales office up on Soi 50, but that's probably a year away. So this all appears to be Link. Buildings, I don't know, 1 through 8. Link, Link, Link. There's plenty of on-site security guards. I'd guess there's a pool and small gym in there. Again, these are older places, but that's no big deal. They don't look huge, but then again, I don't need a lot of space. If it comes at an affordable price, that's just more money for me to travel. And this looks like an office. Don't be afraid to just stop into these offices and ask the person working the desk. 9 out of 10 times they're going to speak decent English, and they'll help you out on what they have available. That's just what I did. A lot of people say, yeah, you absolutely need a realtor and all, and that would make your life easier. But I had a small issue with my realtor. She really only showed me 2 or 3 properties that she had listed. She wasn't really interested in showing me other things that were available and possibly, I guess, splitting a commission. So I got not frustrated, but, you know, I wanted to see more places, not just one every 2 days that she had listed. So I just started walking into different offices, and yeah, you know, oh, we got 8 available here in the Link. Let's show you all 8 of them, and that's kind of what I did. I looked at 6 units in my building, and it was 17,000 baht for my unit, and I said, we'll offer her 16,000 baht. I'll sign a 12-month lease, and she accepted it. Now, 99% of the time they want a 12-month lease over here. They'll probably do a 6-month at a slightly higher rate. It's not going to be the same price as 12 months. The way the leases work, at least my lease, and some of my buddies said the same thing, you pay first month's rent, security deposits of another month's rent, and last month's rent. So basically 3 months rent to move in. What she told me was at the 9-month mark, I can break my lease and get everything back. At the 6-month mark, if I were to break my lease, you lose the security deposit and the last month's rent. So not the end of the world if you have to get up and move in a hurry for whatever reason. In my case, I'd lose $900. So once again, that's the Rhythm on 50, and this is the Link. Difference being the exact same apartment. It's probably $100 less a month in a non-high-rise. So we're now about a block and a half from Sukhumvit and the en-route BTS station. There's the Rhythm. The Link's up this little alley. Here's a 7-Eleven. And if we're walking down 50, this is the off-ramp for the toll road. Right here is the Ola cafe, coffee place. And I'm not sure, this looks like a private residence over here. That's a nice car, and I take it back. They do have a walk, don't walk deal. So I guess there is a stoplight. So when they come to a red, you got a better shot of getting across this off-ramp. Again, it's not that big a deal. I'm just pointing out every little thing in the neighborhood. Here's a little noodles and bistro. I've walked by that dozens of times. I need to give it a try sometime. And a dentist, and I think that's another little bar complex up here on the left, or at least it's a larger restaurant. Here's the Cereal building, Cereal on Sukhumvit 50. And you can see this empty unit. Kind of small, looks like maybe 29 square meters. 8-story building. You might get a heck of a deal, especially if you're training at this martial arts or Muay Thai center. Oh, Cereal's actually bigger than I thought. It was about 3-4 towers going back. And then next to Cereal is the Fair Tower. Looks like an older building, but I see some nice large balconies. Especially over here. These are probably the 2 bedrooms. The Green Engineering building and some just Thai apartments. Yeah, if you're on a super budget, you can get one of these Thai apartments in the best part of town for next to nothing. Here's the SAF Residence building. And there's an empty unit. Looks like a decent size balcony. Nice clean building, the SAF. And again, I did a whole video on these side soy 52, 54. This is 50. And you head up this way. There's a bunch of like 8-story buildings tucked away. It's a nice quiet getaway if you don't want to live on one of these busy thoroughfares. Here's the garden. The garden says coffee, craft beer, food. Another side soy here. And right next to the garden, it looks like a place to teach kids to swim. I hear kids splashing around in there. And then we'll come back here to this colorful building. It's still a very easy walk to the Lotus or BTS. See what that's about. So it's the C1 Mansion, kind of on a cool Thai street, a lot of local flavor, and then a couple of nice buildings. Well, this is a more Thai building, but the C1 Mansion looks really nice, and I believe that is the back of the link. And just peeking in the windows of the C1 Mansion, it's going to be a basic, like a hotel room, just one big room, nothing special. They all will have air conditioning. And past the mansion, just a couple of Thai buildings. And then you come to the freeway, living under the, I keep calling it a freeway, a toll road, I imagine. Now here's a nice little Thai restaurant. Smaller 4-story unit. Nice huge balconies. Oftentimes equals a nice size apartment. I'm not sure what the name of that building is. It's in Thai. And right across the street is a no-frills building. Cheap living. No pool, no gym. Just a decent, affordable place to live. And right underneath is the Blue Moon Cafe. Again, it's getting into the early evening, so these places will get busy at 10 p.m. It'll be packed. The Mayfair Place. Looks like a very nice complex. 3 or 4 towers. Right across the street from some fancy wine bars, and there's a 7-Eleven. Not sure, that looks like it's just a Thai restaurant. Right under the Mayfair is a Lynn's Massage and a laundromat. 90% of these units will have a washing machine. Nobody's gonna have a dryer. So you just hang your clothes outside. And this is the Waterford Building. It looks like it's under construction. And this is probably as far down Soi 50 from the train. We're probably 3 blocks away. There's just not a whole lot of reason to go much further. Maybe I'll go under the freeway ramp and just look at the next block, but we're kind of getting far away from the train. There's much closer options. Again, if you can find a cool little situation like this, I'm not saying that's the greatest thing in the world, but a shop downstairs and 3 units upstairs, I mean, that might be kind of nice to have that whole top floor. I don't know about the chicken wire or whatever that is, that fence, but just having your own little private rooftop apartment like that might be kind of sharp, and it might be affordable. And once again, we're a long ways. If you see that big tower off in the distance, that is the BTS. Or this big beautiful building down here, the only way you would live there is if you drove to that building every day. No way you'd want to walk it. You'll see this mono Sukhumvit 50 listed in a lot of ads. Nothing wrong with it. Smaller, somewhat affordable units. It's just, in my opinion, it's kind of a long walk to the BTS. Again, I'll leave that up to you. Also, the base down there, I don't know if people just gobble these up and they're all rental units. I don't know what the situation is, but every time you look at ads, you'll see the mono and the base listed in the en-route area. And again, I'm sure they're nice complexes, nice places to live. It's just they're a little far from the train for my commuting needs. That's why you got a string of motorbikes standing by, because people just don't want to make that walk. It's probably 20 baht to race you up to the Lotus. And I'm sure both these places have free little trucks or tuk-tuks to run you up there. But again, just factor that in with convenience. And there goes the truck now for the base. Painted kind of funky. You'll see bases all over Thailand. It's a big name. This is the base on 50. I guess one good thing about the base is this isn't hooked to the base, but it's some form of tennis academy right across the street. And there's also, I think it's called the Bangkok Christian College, right as you come off Soi 50, right to the left there. All right, it's called the 50 Tennyson Fitness Club. Looks like 4 courts. And a couple more buildings tucked away back here on this side Soi. But once again, unless you get some killer deal taking over your buddy's lease, something like that, I don't know. I just really consider living this far down. I'm just lazy. I'm out walking around every day filming these videos, but just for keeping life simple, the closer you can get to that train, the easier it'll make your expat life. So again, this is the base, and that's the mono. And then way off in the distance, that big tall building, that is the Siamese Tower on, that's Sukhumvit. And here's the Bangkok Christian Academy. Hey, thanks for taking this look at Soi 50, Sukhumvit Soi 50 in Bangkok. If you're interested in checking out these videos, I make Bangkok and Southeast Asia, and just have a good time. Consider subscribing. Thanks. So I just took a motorbike back from the base, and I guess I was just being a crybaby. It's really not that far back. I'm just not as familiar with going back there. It's reasonable to walk back there to the base or to the mono. Again, I took a motorbike. It was 20 baht. I won't say he got upset, but I only had a 100 baht bill, and he gave me a look. I don't have change. I had to walk in, buy a 6 baht bottle of water to get change. So again, if you're gonna live anywhere tucked away where you're taking a lot of these motorbikes, it's gonna be a hassle if you don't have small bills and all that kind of thing. Not the end of the world. And this is Sukhumvit, the en-route station. Across the way is a Century Mall. It's a small mall, but it has a movie theater, Starbucks, McDonald's. You also have Starbucks and McDonald's on this side, and a string of really good street food. But one of my favorite spots is inside the Lotus, is a pretty good side, what do you call it, food court. Put your money on a card, and for 60 baht, get a really good chicken and rice. And here's the little buses. My condo has one. I'm also a nice easy walk, but in the rain, yeah, on the half hour, those things normally take off and pick up, depending on what side of the train you're on. Mine picks up at the other stairs. And dozens of food stalls here at the en-route. It's not open every day, but I think it's open at least 5 days a week. Maybe it's 7 now. It seems to be open every time I walk by. And this is where you're going to shop if you live anywhere on Soi 50. This Lotus, it's huge. It's kind of like a Walmart. You can buy everything from fresh vegetables to a refrigerator. Plus it has a KFC, Pizza Hut, a bunch of Western Western choices, McDonald's, if you want to eat all that. And like I say, that food court. I think I'm going to head up there, see if it's open. It is Sunday, so it might close early. So just your basic cafeteria, really. Go put some money on a card, go to the stands. Anything that's left over on that card, take back, get your money back. But all these meals are going to be less than $2, and they're delicious. So here in the Century Mall, in the basement, you'll have a Tops grocery store. It's a nice little chain, good salad bar. A little bit more than the Lotus or Big C, but not much more. And it even has a good smoothie bar. Over there's a Power Buy, which is like a small Best Buy, all your electronics. But it has a small, I guess you call it a lunch counter. They only serve like 8 items, but all super affordable. They have a all-day breakfast. What is that, less than $3? Salmon steak and rice. All affordable. I'm all about affordable food. I'll go to street stands if it's, you know, 2 in the morning and it's one of the only things open. But at 7 or 8 p.m., whatever time it is, these places, they're the exact same price. Maybe they're 10 baht more, but oftentimes they're the same price. 50 baht, 60 baht, 15 baht for rice. And they're in a super clean environment, 50 feet from where they buy the food. Everything's nice and fresh and affordable. And the Tops will have everything you need. Oftentimes they'll have items you can't find in the Big C and the Lotus. Just expat items, different cereals and crackers from the United States or Australia. You're gonna pay a little bit for them, but it's nice to have a little taste of home once in a while, even if it costs $7. And they have a movie theater up on the top floor. It's kind of like this at most of the movie theaters. Here you can see Wednesday is the cheapest day, 129 baht for the basic super luxury chair. Or you can go with a sofa or a Vivian. I don't know what that is. I think it's a big, huge lazy boy. All these theaters have different chairs in the same theater. But they have the latest movies all in English with like John Wick, and these kind of movies are going to be in English with Thai subtitles. But super affordable. Even regular tickets, 180 baht on Monday through Tuesday, and 200 baht over the weekend. And you can't go too many places in the world without a McDonald's. It's about the same price as the US. You're gonna pay $8 for a combo, hamburger, fries, and a drink. Of course, maybe that's a little bit cheaper than the US these days. You will find chicken here at McDonald's and corn and pineapple pies. A few different items. Sometimes they have like shrimp burgers. But that's definitely not my go-to place. I've probably ate at McDonald's 3 or 4 times maybe in Thailand. There's just so many other affordable choices. There's a Subway upstairs. I ate at that Subway once. It's exactly the same price as the US. I think I paid like 12 bucks for a combo, chips and drink. And as the sun goes down, all the little nail booths open up and everybody's getting their nails done in the cooler weather. And I don't mean to be complaining about, oh, McDonald's is super expensive in Thailand. Yeah, I would expect it to be. And I'd much rather just eat some local food for $1.75 personally. Hey, so thanks for checking out Soi 50 in the On-Nude area. A really nice place to live and super popular with expats and Thais alike. A little bit more affordable than the central area. Here's the local bus, 10 baht. Now the air-conditioned bus is going to cost a little more. I think it's 15 baht.